Hi, we've been talking about phonological awareness at the word level when we talked about the concept of spoken word, as well as with rhyme recognition and rhyme production. But words can be broken into smaller parts, and we know that they can be broken into smaller parts by syllable or sounds. In the sequence of understanding phonological awareness skills, syllable understanding is the next phase that we want our kids to master. And so it's important for us to start understanding what is a syllable. Well, syllables are when bigger words can be broken into smaller chunks. Every syllable has a vowel sound. And so syllables, words can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 syllables. The more syllables it has, the more vowel sounds are going to be in your word. When we are trying to help our children understand the phonological awareness skills that are necessary, we have two of them specifically that we try to work on. The first is syllable blending. That simply means that we're pushing syllables together. And so if we want, if I want to say a word to a child in a funny way, they would put those sounds together to make a word. So for example, I'm going to pause between my syllables. I would say out, side, push it together, outside. Okay, that was with a hand visual that might help some kids. But you don't have to use a visual. You can also just do it like this. Row, bot. And the child should say robot. Okay, so those are some samples of how you might blend some syllables together. You can do 2-syllable words, you can do 3-syllable words, and so on. It's the same way if you're doing a 3-syllable word, just like this. Try, sickle, tricycle. All right, so you want your child to be able to blend syllables together to produce words, okay? This is going to help your child later when they eventually learn how to break words, bigger words, into syllables that they can more easily spell or read. And so we want your child to start recognizing that words, especially bigger words, can be broken into smaller chunks. Okay, so now the other activity that you can do with syllables is syllable segmenting. Well, segmenting just means that you're pulling the syllables apart. So for example, this time I'm going to give the child a word and we're going to pull the syllables apart or clap them out. Okay, so for example, if I was going to use the word blackboard, we might clap it out like this, blackboard. Okay. So you could do it that way. You can also use chips, again, where you're doing something like this. Maybe the word is watermelon, and you want them to break it apart. They might go like this, watermelon. Okay, so again, you can use clapping with your hands. You can use a visual where kids are pushing chips, and they're actually, again, having that kinesthetic or ability to use their hands to do something. In addition, for kids that might struggle with this part, you want them to understand that when their jaw drops, because anytime we say a vowel sound, our jaw drops. That's how many syllables there might be. So when I said watermelon, watch how many times my mouth drops. Watermelon. It dropped 4 times. Well, that was how many times we would clap it out. Watermelon. So you can see that doing the jaw drop or the clapping or the pushing of chips can help when we're segmenting syllables. And again, understanding that words are broken into syllables and being able to segment them is going to specifically help your child when they're trying to write larger words and spell them.